Okay, now I have a microphone. This could be interesting. Good morning, everyone. I've got a little plug-in microphone, so hopefully that might get rid of some of the background noise. I don't know, it might not. And it won't be quite, I think all the lights are nice and bright. We're ready to go. It's Saturday morning here. Everyone is still in bed. We've got a house full of children today. Well, children, some of them are young adults, but yes, there's a house full this morning. We're going out for lunch. It's one of the middle kids, it's their 18th birthday next week. So we're starting off various birthday dinners and lunches with family over the next week, which is pretty cool. Okay, so a couple of things. This is a project that we're working on, or that I was working on from the other day. We will go to that, but I just wanted to quickly show you what else I was doing this week. This was the pieces of paper that we glued together. So these ones that we made and turned into those ones. I also used these ones, and I put I've made them into little covers. Sorry, I just got a bit distracted. One of the boys just got up and snuck into the computer room, which is fun. So this is one of the ones that I did. The covers, we made those gusseted covers, and I just decorated with a bit of Mod Podge that I use. Oh, out of shot, there we go. Bit of Mod Podge. A doily, coffee dyed, tea dyed doily sticker, sewed around the edges, etc. And I thought what I might do with these, I'm not 100% sure yet, but just make a little hand journal maybe, I don't know. I've got some other paper I might sew in, pardon me, sew in there, so that's what I was going to do there. So that's pretty cool. So I've done those. Done those 3. Oops, there they are. 4. Can't even count. I've got some coffee dye paper to go in there. So there we go. I might teach my son how to make coffee dye paper and he can help me today. Alright, so that's what I did with those. Sorry, that was all a bit distracted. But I thought they came out cool. So so that was with those bits of paper that from our glue book that we did as a catch-up. The other thing I did with some of them, and I'll put a photo on Instagram, again, this is the background, is just those pieces of, from the glue book, which I've put my glue book somewhere. What have I done with it? Can't even see it. I don't know. Okay. Things mysteriously disappear. You should see the state of the craft table outside of this little square. It's like you can't find anything, and I clean it up every now and again, and within a day it's a mess again. I have a friend that comes around on Wednesdays to scrapbook or to craft, and she is the only reason I managed to keep it even tidy. Oh, there it is, it's on the floor. Hang on, I'm just going to disconnect this. It must have gotten knocked down. Okay. So, what I was saying was these pieces of paper, oh, that was probably very loud, sorry. Right, so for that, it was one of those, for those booklets. For these ones, it was the same. It was just one of those pages. And then for this, it's just folded in half. So, I guess I'm just trying to find lots of different ways of using these pieces of paper from the glue book. I've also just folded them, because once they get stuck with glue, obviously I peel them off the book, and I've folded them this way. I don't know, just as something different. So I did that, just stuck some coffee dyed lace on the back. That's some things from my digital scrapbooking days that I created, so I'm thinking about putting them on the Etsy store. There's a few different styles. Sorry. Where are the tulips? You can see that. I know, I still haven't got my autofocus very good with this camera. Anyway, there we go, different style of tulip. So yes, so I've just been playing with those. Anyway, and that's just a really, really simple tag, just made with the die cut machine, and I just stamped some music on it. Made because the hole was very little. I think you see that, it's quite little. So I just made it big, put some tape, washi tape over it, and made it bigger, and some lace. So that was cool. That was also what I've been doing. So that's what I've been doing in the meantime, because I'm always doing something. Okay, so where do we get up to with this little book? Pop that there, pop that there. Okay, so I had sewn 2 of these, and then I showed you what I had done with the 3rd one, so I'd sewn that one. So now there's 3 little signatures, pages, I don't know, part of signature, and they've all got this clear cover over it. So with a little hole punch, perfect for sliding photos in and out. When I left, what I had done is just sort of collaged on the Trixie Belden pages. So I had let them dry, and then just stuck down a sheet of some music paper. Just really basically just put a bit of music paper down, and that was it. And then I just sewed around the edges. Now my little sewing machine, it didn't do too bad, but it's quite thick board, so you've got to be careful and go slowly. And it gathered a little bit, but I actually don't mind too much because it gives it that rough look. Then I was playing around with how was I going to bind it. So I'm going to use this. It's sort of like a washi, but it's wider. But I thought it might not have much give in it. So with the turning the pages, I thought it might rip. So I went back to my old faithful, which I use all the time, which is to use a cloth tape, or sometimes they say, some people call it duct tape, but duct tape I thought didn't have the cloth fabric through it. This is just, oops, sorry, cloth tape. So we just buy it from the hardware store, Bunnings, I guess, I don't know, Home Depot, I don't know what there is over there, but it's just our local hardware store. And you can get, I always use cloth tape. I like it because it's flexible. And you get all sorts of colours and patterns, and these days you can get quite crafty patterns, which is quite cool. Anyway, so I'm going to use that. So the way I normally do it, sorry, I've stuck it to itself. It's very sticky too, so you do have to be careful. There we go. Don't stick it to itself. Okay, so let's stick this in the middle. And then stick these way around I want it. I see a little bit so that you can open. So sometimes I've used fabric and lace and stuff, and they're quite good, but I just find this so easy and sturdy that I always go back to it. My only thing is that it's sort of shiny, and which is sometimes a bit of a downer, but I don't mind too much. Okay. So the trick is to try and get it. I don't know whether I've got it quite even. I don't think I have. Straight. Right. There we go. Now obviously it's good to try and get it so that you're not overlapping, because otherwise you just end up with a bump, but you can't really see it once it's... Now the other thing that's good about this tape is that generally, I'm going to say it now and it's not going to do it, there we go, it will tear, and it tears pretty evenly. There we go. So, sorry, probably went all the way out of shot there. So there. It's a bit over there. Beautiful. So I've got a little cover. Alright. Now rather than individually sewing these in, I had a thought, so we'll see whether this works. So I can either go, I might go white. If I go white, then they, oops. Yeah, I'll just use white. So you can use lots of, like obviously sew it in like a normal signature, but I'm actually going to use ribbon and just one eyelet in half an inch up. Yep. Yeah, just an eyelet and ribbon. Let's see that. This crocodile was a revelation, I tell you. Just amazing. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a downer is that it doesn't. Oops. It's gotten a bit stuck. Oh, what's it gotten stuck on? Or have I? Sometimes I press the lock. There we go, I'll press the lock. Mid. There we go. Okay, and push these down. On the wider one, it's on the wider one. Oh, how about I do it the right way, might help. You don't press too hard. Again, am I pressing the lock shut? I don't know why I keep pressing that. I don't normally. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. So, then tie these in there and we'll tie them with ribbon. Oh my God, I don't know if that's quite thick enough. I did think about putting little eyelets in here. I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll just do it with, oh, that's too small. I just grabbed a handful of this ribbon. So normally I try to go at least twice. I've got 3. Oops. Try and go the same length. And you could use different colour ribbon actually, that would be quite cool. I've got a very little junk journal where I've used all different different colours to sew in the signatures. I don't think this needle is going to fit this ribbon through, but it might. Oh yeah, that's alright. Probably should pin it in, but anyway. I'm actually going to go, because I'm going to have the bow on the back. I'm going to have bow on the outside. My lovely eyeball methodology. It works. Oops. This one. So then you get the idea, and so then, oops. Actually, maybe I will. Just because that's pulled that a little bit. Put it too tight. It shouldn't. So then you would tie it. That's quite pretty, but I think I put it, see it's pulled it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put little eyelets, or at least some washi tape or something. Oops. The ribbon's just a little bit harsher. So what we might need to do, just to make this a little bit stronger, is put a bit of washi tape. I'll put it on the outside. Doesn't really matter really. Just to give it a bit of oomph. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to click, unclick. That's a noise in that microphone, sorry. Okay. So then because these are pretty much the same size, I can just use the same. I've still got to use the smaller hole. So we're just going to put a little. And if I've got 6 plain white ones. 1, 2, 3. I get the same sort, not that it really matters. 4 of those. 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. I thought I sort of got myself prepped, so I had the big eyelets out and everything, and the crocodile, and then I've gone and changed what I was going to do. Okay, so I want the smaller hole this time because obviously I'm not putting a big fat eyelet in. I just think it's going to give it a bit more stability, and the tape will be good. Let's see. So if I can get it in, and change this little doobie over. Oops, I don't think I pressed that hard enough. There we go. This one. I think that should be right. Sorry, probably out of shot. Okay. Then really, probably don't even need a needle then. That might make it a bit easier. Oh, there we go, see? Easy. How are we going? 21. I've got to remember to pause it at 29 and start again. There we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. Much better. Then it's not pulling. Okay. Alright, so we should do these ones quickly. Let's put some tape. Alrighty. Oops. Just knock all of those everywhere. Quickly pop these holes in. Sorry, off to the side a bit. There we go. I might actually change this. Didn't like the way it did that. It didn't spread it. I don't know. Okay. I'll do these quickly. Did I do it the other way around? Oh, I totally did. Oh well. Doesn't matter. There we go. 1. 2. 1, 2. How are we going? 25. Alright, there we go. So then quickly pop this through each one of these. So you could stack them all up together and have one signature, but I think just because they're so thick that it might be better to not do that. I might even a bit later I might just get my little hammer. I won't do it now because it'll be really loud, but I'll just put my little hammer on those and flatten them out a little bit more. But that'll be fine. yeah, like I was saying, I would do it, oops, sorry, I would do it all together as one signature, but I just think, because there's so much, because of the plastic and everything else, it's quite a heavy heavy page, so I just think it's better going in separately. What's that one? And that one of those. Oops. So I might do, just to make it easier, to push all three in. And those three up. Tape coming up a bit. Might have been better on the inside. Could always run the sewing machine through it again. Oops. Okay. Oh. Push it through the hole. There we go. Alrighty. So, just make sure we pull all of these through. It's probably easier to there we go. Oh. Probably easier to tie all of these in one hit, in separate. This is where I need. Oh, so I'm just going to put it probably out of shot. Sorry, just so that I can get some tension happening. This is where I'd get some help from a willing person with a finger to tie to hold it while I tie it. And doing it on your own is not very easy. Oops. And you could use waxed thread and stuff like that. I just like the ribbon anyway. So I'd need some help, so I'd have to get some help to hold that. But there you go. And then you have a little flip book where you can pop your photos in. I quite like that. So I reckon, oh look at that, and we've just about reached the end of time, so that might be it. I might just do a small video today. So I could decorate it, put one of the labels on it, put some stickers on the front maybe, but run some more thread over these. Probably need to do that. It's pulled through. Those ones are better. Maybe I should have done the tape on the middle. But not bad for something that I had no idea how it was going to turn out. But I quite like that as a little photo book. So there we go. That worked, I hope, pretty well. I'll fiddle with it and get some help from one of the other people in this house to tie this up tight and have a bit of a look at it. But otherwise, yeah, not a bad little, I love these little pockets there. That's awesome. Oops. Cool. Alrighty. Thank you. Bye. I just thought I'd come back very quickly. So I finished off, I haven't uploaded the video yet, so I thought, oh, I'll just jump on and quickly. I finished this up. So I went through, I actually decided to wash all of the gussets and sewed them in. So stitching so it's nice and strong. So they're in now and they all turn beautifully. It sits really well in there. If you see that, so it sits beautifully. I decided not to do a bow. I tied each of the ribbons separately, and I tied it so that the knots were right at the top. And then I actually sat and watched TV with my son, who's watching Game of Thrones from the beginning. So we sat together and watched it. And as I was doing that, I just went through the bead box that I've got for the kids and did the end of the ribbons. And then last night I was sitting here and I just put a simple. So I haven't put photos in it. I was going to do that, but I just thought it was really cool the way that it's come up really well. I'm really happy with how it's looked. There's no decoration on here obviously because that's the plan, is that's for photos to slide in. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that came out. Sort of a bit of a mixture. You could probably put a label in here for a to and from if it's a gift. It might be nice. So yeah. Anyway, I haven't decided whether I'll list that yet, just because it was my first go. I quite like it. So that was that one. Also, I just wanted to show you, I also finished playing around with the other pages that we stuck together when I was making that one. So I have finished these as well. So I made some little pockets and put those other, oops, sorry, out of shot. Put the tag pockets that I made, which I briefly showed you, and just some little glassine bags in the pockets. So these have got front pocket and a back pocket with tag in the bag, and then just 2 sheets of paper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it could be like a little notebook. It could be a little, and I sewed it all up. So these I think I will list. So I'll put these little books in my Etsy store. Hopefully I'll get to that today. But they came out really well, I think. Beautifully. So I think I'm going to have to coffee dye my paper. Anyway, I just thought I'd pop in and show you those 2 completed projects before I uploaded that video. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time.